Hey everybody, it's Jay Ball, Blue Jays Maple Syrup, and you guys have probably seen over the last couple days the post and the live streams where I've been making syrup. I've been running the evaporator pretty hard. She's been doing really good for me. Sap quality's been really good. Syrup quality's been really good. I've got 5 gallons of Golden Delicate now, which I'm very, very happy with. But I did notice last night after my last draw off that I was losing my boil rate and that the pan was getting pretty dirty. So today, I'm not boiling any sap. There is sap in the buckets, but I got to clean the pan. I try to clean the pan at least every 200 gallons, and I'll show you guys why in a second. We're not only going to clean the top, but the bottom as well. And I think that's why I'm losing my boils, because there's so much creosote built up. So I'm going to show you guys why I'm going to clean the inside of the pan, and then I'll show you why I'm going to clean the bottom side of the pan in this post. So appreciate you guys staying tuned, and let's get at it. So this is the pan as it is today, and you can see in the bottom there's a little bit of discoloration, and that's what's called sugar sand. So that's the minerals that build up in the sap while you're boiling, just like when you boil water on the stove, you get those minerals. But you can see in the corners here where it's getting kind of dirty, it's getting kind of built up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull this sap off into this bucket and this bucket. I'm going to filter it through one cloth filter just to get the larger sugar sand particles out, and then I'm going to wash the whole thing down, get it all nice and clean, and I'm going to flip it over and clean the bottom. So let's first off get the sap draining out of this, and we'll get cleaning the inside. So pretty straightforward. I'll just show you guys here. I'm going to open the valve, and I'm going to start draining the sap. So now it does look like maple syrup, so I've been boiling this, and this is high concentration sap now. It's probably pushing the 40% sugar content, but it's not quite syrup. So we'll just drain this whole thing into these 2 6-gallon buckets, maybe 3 6-gallon buckets, depending on how much sap's in there, and we'll start scrubbing away. So again, I do this to make sure I have good consistent quality, good consistent syrup. Cleanliness is next to godliness when it comes to dealing with maple syrup, so just keep that in mind if you guys are looking at getting into this. Got to keep everything as clean as possible. So now you can see I've got all the sap / syrup drained out of the pan, and this is where you'll see the sugar sand sediment. So again, this is just the sediment that builds up from boiling, sap. It's the same thing as if you're boiling water in a kitchen stove and you get the mineral build up. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this cleaned out. It doesn't look like anything's too burnt on there, so just a little bit of hot water and some elbow grease, and we should have the pan nice and clean. So yeah, let's see what happens. Well, I got the pan all cleaned out. You guys can see I got all the sugar sand out of it. So what I need to do is just do a really quick final rinse, but you guys can see it's all nice and spick and span. And again, doing this is going to really improve the quality of your syrup. Again, it's going to get all those sugar sand fines out of there, get all the junk that's been building up over the last couple boils. Again, for me, every 200 gallons I try to clean my pan. Depending on the size of your evaporator, it might be different, but that's just for me what I've found to be a really good stopping point to where it gets, so it doesn't get really, really bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this post here, and then I'll do another one, and I'll show you guys how I clean the bottom side of this pan, and show you what the creosote buildup looks like and why that can affect your boil drastically. Again, I did not know about this the first year that I did this, so learn from my mistakes. Make sure that you take the time and clean the bottom of the pan, but clean the top of the pan too. Again, thoroughly clean everything. For me, I have a 2x4 foot evaporator about every 200 gallons. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.